zombie ninjas. Well, Yakuza zombie ninjas.
Yeah, Yakuza's gun-toting zombie ninjas, a lot of ideas in Ryuhei Kitamura's Versus, which came out in the wake of The Matrix, stamping itself on action cinema, and, well, this rather wears its influences on its sleeve.
So, came out in the wake of The Matrix? Never.
You'd never guess, would you? Of course, it's a very different genre, being it's a low-budget horror movie. It is, of course, set in a forest. The Forest of Resurrection, as it happens, a portal between worlds that the evil forces of the Man, Hideo Sakaki, just the Man, wishes to use for world domination, hence zombies. Taksaguchi's casually named prisoner KSC-2-303 has escaped from, well, prison, I assume, and meets up with a gang of Yakuza types who have kidnapped a girl, the girl, Cheiko Misaka. This film is not big on names, right? He immediately performs a heel-face turn and rescues her, possibly due to some vague destiny that crosses time itself, and they go on the lam across the forest, pursued by the Yakuza members and their reanimated previous victims, while plans unfold around them. Now, this narrative is rotten, and if it were taking this film seriously, it would be bad times indeed. However, it's not taking itself very seriously at all, so I don't see why I should either. It's pitched somewhere between a cartoon and a music video, and is basically a loosely connected series of decent action scenes, cool poses, and several masterclasses from the Nick Cage School of Restraint and Understatement. It is an entirely stupid film, but it's a great deal of fun, so I liked it.
Well, it's an entirely stupid film. Can't agree with that other bit you said, though. Yeah, this film is hot garbage. I probably dislike this even more than I disliked Zombie 3. First of all, because at least Zombie 3 has an interesting setting. This is just so
generic
boring
forest
to look at. Yeah, exactly. Again, it's a trope, isn't it, that low-budget horror films are set in forest. It's the most nondescript, uninteresting setting you could possibly imagine, and it's really, really hard to keep your eyes on it, because it's like, oh, there are some trees here again. That'll set it aside from the other 2 hours of the film with some trees. Apparently, it's trying to be, or it's claimed to have been inspired by things like The Evil Dead. And in some of the sequences and some of the camera moves, I can see clearly that it is, without any of the entertainment value. It's, I don't know, the acting is terrible, the dialogue is terrible, the action sequences are okay for the first 20 minutes, but there's another hour and 40 minutes of them after that, and I'm really, really bored by that point. I don't know, it's strange. I think it's just trying to be funny and goofy and just failing, or I don't know. Yeah, I didn't care if this. I was kind of interested in it. I thought, oh, okay, this might be good. And then, yeah, it starts trying to ape The Matrix really early on, and it lost me quite early too, because the Matrix had at the time some really good special effects, and that's why it worked. You can't really fake that with some choppy editing and kind of rubbishy camera moves. It doesn't work, so it just looks like a visual mess. And again, if you have you're basing it on trying to look stylish and the have your sword fights and things and your cool poses, okay, I'll buy that for a while. I won't buy it for 2 hours though.
Yeah, it's definitely far too long. Yeah,
hours this film is, and that's the shorter cut. There is a longer one. And there's so many strange things too, and I don't know whether they're meant to be kind of weird and goofy, and I just wasn't appreciating them, or whether they're meant to, or there's something I'm missing, or maybe they're meant to be serious. But there's this really weird guy comes along, who doesn't seem, apart from maybe there's that small guy who's like comic relief or something, just running about the forest on his own wee story for most of the film, always getting beaten up. Well, he's kind of meant to be a character like him. But there's this, suddenly, out of nowhere appears these 2 policemen. I think they're supposed to be seeking the 2 escaped prisoners, but they just seem to suddenly appear. One of them, they have a car crash somehow, and one of them's missing a hand, which he gets back later. And then this guy starts talking about how he just makes up these lies, and that he doesn't know enough about what he's lying about for it to be reasonable to, but how he grew up in Yellowstone National Park in Canada, which of course is a different country, and studied at the FBI Academy in Langley, Virginia, which is where the CIA is, not Quantico, which is where the FBI is. Like, seemed like deliberate mistakes there, but I can't understand what it was going for. Was it meant to be funny?
Yes, it was.
It wasn't. It really wasn't. He was such a strange character.
Well, they're all strange characters. I mean, I don't think there's a
Yeah.
single serious character in the film. That is sort of the point of it. I mean, it's more of a comedy than anything else. That's what it's shooting for. I mean, if you don't find it funny, that's fine. But I mean, that's really what it's
Yeah.
going for.
I don't know, apart from maybe like the main two characters, I would say they were less comedic. They're too cardboardy and a bit too self-serious for I think them to be serious. Yeah, this film did absolutely nothing for me at all. I thought there was a single part of it I enjoyed, unfortunately. The terrible, dull setting didn't help. But there was also something about this film, like on a technical level, it felt like, it's not as much as this, although there was a fair chunk, but it felt like 50% of this film was in close-up. And I just found it really, really uncomfortable viewing. It just felt like it was just, there was so much of it in really kind of tight close-up, and it just made me feel really uncomfortable watching it. Yeah. So, this film was terrible though, so don't watch it, is my takeaway from this. I don't really think it has anything to add to the zombie genre though. Zombies are largely incidental, I guess.
No, it doesn't. And even if they're zombies that are toting guns and firing about with kung fu and katanas. So it's not exactly a traditional zombie film.